Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you might recognize the flight we are about to take. Louisville, KSDF Airport to Madison, KIMS, in the one and only greatest airplane ever built by mankind. And no, it's not the AN Anatov, although that is a great plane. Not the SR-71 Blackbird, or whatever the heck the stealth bomber is. I don't remember its call sign. Or fighter. I like the fighter better, but the bomber's kind of sick. We're going to fly the Boeing 747. And again, if you've watched my previous video, I believe I overshot the runway and proceeded to nosedive in a field. So, yeah, let's not have that happen. This will be the full unedited flight. We are going to do it in one go. And for those of you who aren't familiar with either airport, specifically KIMS, it's Kim's. That's how I always remember it. Yeah, that's an airport for Cessnas, not 747s. We're going to go with this wonderful gold livery, whatever you want to call it. I switch back and forth. We're gonna need this thing nice and light. Hardly any fuel, please. KSTF. Specifically runway 27? Oh gosh, also. We'll do this in daylight so we can actually see what's going on. Clear skies, yeah. Let's make it noon o'clock. You guys want to do noon o'clock? That sounds nice. 3-5. Those are the runways? No, I want 3-5 right. I think that's what I did in the other video. I would show the clip of it, but I don't care that much. And I'm lazy. 14-minute flight. I got way too much fuel. 1% of fuel. Perfect. We don't want to land heavy now. Actually, that might work. So, I guarantee we're going to stop around here. We need to stop before these trees. This is not going to be enough. So I'm going to overshoot it and go to downtown Madison over here, go around the hilltop. I know the area, if you're wondering why I chose these two airports. Not going to dox myself, obviously, but I'm familiar with this general area. Hey, I actually went to St. Louis not too long ago. After this, we'll do a little fun flight around there. I'll show you where I stayed and whatnot. I like St. Louis. And they got the old Spirit of St. Louis plane on here, so we'll fly that around. Alright, enough talking. Let's get into it. VFR, obviously. I'm not going to start this thing. The startup process takes too long, and I did not do any research before doing this video. Although this does give you a handy-dandy checklist. However, fun fact while we're on this loading screen, the checklist is wrong for the 747. Oh, is it? It's either the 747 or the Airbus A380.
Louisville Tower JRS 069er and runway tree flight right ready for departure.
We'll just ignore that. Oh, what was it? Is it this one? I don't think it's this one. Where's the APU bleed? No, it's the Airbus. Yeah, APU's over here. So on the Airbus, the APU stuff is in the center, and it wants you to start it, but there's nowhere in the checklist that tells you to turn on the fuel pumps. So if you try following the checklist, the APU won't start because the fuel pumps aren't on for the engines. So you got to do those. Yeah, here we are. Louisville, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. I live around this area. I've been here a lot, and honestly, I work really close to it. I don't work in the city, outside, but awesome too, because screw the city. Hate being in the city. Taking a sip of my drink before we die. I think I got everything set up, so let's get to it. What are we doing, guys? Is the door open in this thing? The jump seats. No, door's not open. Alright. Let's start our takeoff in the cockpit, and then I'll go to the outside view, and we can, like, look around the city and whatnot. What are my flaps at? 10 degrees? That's fine. Should we make it more extreme and do 15? Let's do 15. Can't put the landing gear up when I'm sitting here. Oh, 30 degrees? Let's do 30 degrees flaps. This will be an absolute disaster of a takeoff. Alright, let's spool those engines up. Parking brake off. Let's get rolling. I'm not feeling confident about that. We're going to bump that up to 20 degrees. We'll do 20. I have no idea what the rotate speed is on this thing. We're already lifting, actually. Let's pull back on the stick a bit, and we are up. Let's landing gear up. It's probably a bit early, but it's fine in this game.
Continue for north departure.
I like to put all the. I like to remove the flaps here.
Leading my airspace frequency change approved.
Louisville Tower JRS 069er frequency change.
We're gonna turn you off. I don't want to hear like anything. Here we are. We are up in the air. We're gonna trim this down a bit. This plane is not designed to fly this low, but you know what? We're going to do it. Because I can do whatever the heck I want. This is my plane. You're at my mercy. Alright. This golf course over there. Is that? I don't think I've played at that one. Fun fact, I haven't played in any golf course in Kentucky. I spend most of my time over in Indiana. Hey, buddy, we don't need to be going up. I'm going to nose you down a bit. There's the Center. 2nd Street Bridge, fun bridges. Yeah, cool stuff. Louisville Bats. There's the stadium. There's the walking bridge. That where my wing is. So then we're over here. This would be Jeffersonville, Indiana. Follow this interstate. 65, I believe. I should know this stuff. Oh, Clarksville. There's the sports dome over my left wing. That little oval, that is where the racetrack is. Can we trim this a little more? I'm still climbing and I don't want to be. Oh, what are you doing? Overspeed? I'm going to slow this down. There is the Clarksville Airport. There's a lot of private jets from celebrities flying there. Then they go over to Churchill Downs over in Louisville for the Derby and whatnot, which is getting ready to happen at the time of filming this. Now, that golf course I have played at. That one right there. Actually, I haven't played the 18. I played on the 9 right at the tip of the wing on that side. I need to turn. Does this count as doxing myself? I mean, I'm being careful not to show any. Like, I know the area. But I could also fly around Seattle and tell you stuff there, too, because I've been there quite a bit. Why did my engine 2 and 3 just shut down? Interesting. Let me look at the roads. Does this look like what I want? I don't think so. Leave it to me to get lost. Oh, wait. There's that, then that. I might know what that is. I'm going to throw out a number, and locals will know what I'm talking about. Is that Highway 3? That doesn't seem right. You know, Madison's along the river. I really should follow the Ohio River, so we're going to get on over. Let's turn and head that way. Because I'm already getting lost, and we're down to 2 engines for some... I don't have engine failures on. I don't know what's going on with that. We're pitching up a little too much. In fact, I would like to pitch down. There's the river. Oh, wait. I know that road. Yep, I know that road. Highway 62. I know that curve right there because that is the curve where something fell off a tow truck and hit my car and destroyed my front bumper. Literally 2 or 3 weeks after I bought the car, brand new. Still mad about it. Alright, so we are gonna head this way. At least I have somewhat of an idea where I am. They're actually not that way. I think it's, I can see the grass airstrip, top of the screen, right, center, left a little. It's gone now. Oh, crap.
2500.
What are we doing? Restart the engines. Wow, I just pitched up really far. Oh. Oh. I see KIMS. I realize the problem. I used way too much fuel. We're out of fuel. That's the problem.
Landing gear. 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 Landing.
That is KIMS, right? There's downtown Madison. There's the bridge.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
There's...
Landing.
Is that Hanover College?
Landing gear. Landing
I
gear.
can't tell.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing
There's
gear.
the golf...
Landing gear.
No?
Landing gear. Landing.
Oh, there's the golf
Landing
course.
gear. Landing gear. Landing.
I see it.
Landing gear. Landing gear.
Wait,
Landing
is
gear.
that right?
Landing gear.
Am I stupid?
Landing gear. Landing.
No, that is Hanover College. I see it. I see the track in the football field.
Landing gear.
Oh, it looks like we're circling around.
Landing gear. 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 Landing gear.
I said I was going to do this in one try, but I might need to restart and just add a little more fuel. I didn't plan on this being a... I don't have my engine reversers! Oh, no! Oh, that's going to make this even harder without reverse thrusters. Shoot, that ain't good. There's no way I can turn that tightly either. Oh, we're going to go for it. We're going to go for it.
2500.
We're losing a lot of speed. I'm going to use rudder here, which you should never do. Never use rudder. In this situation, at least. Oh, shoot, I'm hitting buttons. No way I make this turn. No way. Not happening. I refuse to believe it. We're 1,000 feet? No, we're at 2,000. We need to go down. You can see these inputs going wild on this thing.
500, 400, 300,
And then we need to flare. Pull back, pull back. It's going to be a rough landing. Oh, get down, please. Slow it, slow it, slow it. Please don't hit the trees. Did I really pull this off? Landing halfway down the runway? I don't know about you guys, but that was some pretty professional flying right there. I just landed a 747 at this tiny airport. This is KIMS, right? Kim's. I didn't just pick a random airport. No way. Alright. Alright, I'm the best pilot in the world. Yeah, that's it. All I had to show you. Let's get out of here. End of the video. I'm kidding. We're going to check out St. Louis a bit. Just like to point out how freaking cool that is. I don't think anyone understands how amazing that landing was. I don't think it's realistic at all. There's no way this plane would land there. Especially without reverse thrusters. That was insane. Aircraft selection. I don't know what I'm doing here. There it is. Spirit of St. Louis. I do not know St. Louis's airport. Should I go East St. Louis? That'd be closer to downtown. I might do that. I'm going to take off East St. Louis. We'll do this runway specifically. I wonder where this plane is now. I've done like no research on it. I'm looking it up as this loading screen happens. Spirit of St. Louis. The Spirit of St. Louis was a custom-built, single-engine, single-seat Ryan NYP monoplane flown by Charles Lindbergh in 1927 for the first solo non-stop transit. No! Transatlantic non-stop in this piece of crap? It's in a museum now. I don't know where. I'm gonna get to flying. You know this is like here's your view. This is what you see. You know how long that flight would have been sitting in this? I guess when you don't have video games, you're just that bored. That is insane. I need to do more research on this stupid thing. Alright, let's get going. Doesn't even have flaps, so that's cool. You got a rudder, though. Oh, you can already see the arch in the distance. This thing wants to really go to the left here. It's got that torque. Rotational force on there. Off we go. Yeah, transatlantic flight. I wonder if I could recreate that, actually. It would take forever, and this thing doesn't have autopilot, so I'd probably get to 10 minutes in and stop. Sandwich? Dear pilot, for your long journey, I have thought of everything. Here are 5 sandwiches, 1 boiled egg, 2 roast beef, 2 ham. May the winds be favorable to you until Paris. But shoot, what's going on? I couldn't see anything. I thought we were nosediving. Bon appetit, Jimmy something. That has to be like a part of the story or something. Alright, I'm still in East St. Louis. Let's get over here. This flight's bumpy. I apologize. I'm a little loose with this analog stick. Interstate 64 should be over here. So fun fact for those of you who aren't around the area. Interstate 64, I don't know where it goes west because I've only ever taken it to St. Louis. But 64 goes through Louisville that we just went through. And honestly, you can go, I don't know how far it goes because I get off of it to go to Tennessee. Like I stay on 64 for quite a while, then it branches off into 71, and the 64 kind of just keeps going. So I don't know how far it goes east either, but big old 64, let me tell you, that's the way to go. And there it is right there. Oh wait, yeah, it's this one. I don't know what that other bridge is. There's 2 major things through St. Louis. Anytime you were getting around, you either get back on 64 to get around, or you get on 44. So this that I'm flying over, not, well, I guess that's the exit off of 64 into this residential area. It's crazy because you don't see that from the interstate, but you're also kind of fixated on the arch because you see the arch like way back at the tip of my wing. And it's cool when you see it way back there. But anyway, here's big old 64, and it's got like 3 things merging into one. I got there around a rush hour last time I went. That was not fun at all. But oh, look at the beautiful arch. Oh, it's so cool to see in person. It's kind of stupid and pointless. And I went to the top once, and it's, who cares? Like, it's alright, I guess. You get a cool view of the city, and then the cool view of the nothingness that is Illinois. Sorry, but Illinois just sucks. It's a fact. It looks really beautiful in the sunlight, though. It looks great in this game. Oh, you know what? They don't have the entrance right there to the museum, because that's all supposed to go down. I just about hit that building. Totally just about certain dated that building. I don't think I'm allowed to say it without getting banned or something. Alright, so that's basketball, I guess. I don't know. There's the baseball stadium. I've walked on the sidewalk by it, but I haven't been in it. I should, though. Not there. I think it was back by Anheuser-Busch, which is this way. Oh shoot, wait. Is that it right there? No, that's not Busch. No, that doesn't look familiar. Oh, Anheuser-Busch, where are you? I ate at a restaurant for breakfast that was like right next to Anheuser-Busch. And I drove through these little residential areas to get to it. Where is Busch at? Oh, you know what? It's probably the big factory right in front of me. That would make sense. No, that just doesn't look familiar, though. That layout, it doesn't look right. I know this game's not 100% accurate. That's actually, hold on, it does. I recognize that parking lot. But I don't... This is 100% it, right? I have a better sense of direction when I'm on the ground. I promise. This looks right. Oh, yeah, it is. I see the restaurant I ate at. Tip of the left wing. Right across the street from that parking lot. It's right there. Boom. Alright, cool. That's all I wanted to do. Relive my vacation a little bit. So, the hotel we stayed at is Union Station, which is an old railroad. Do they call them ports? They call them stations. I don't know what the heck I'm talking about. I'm by no means a local, by the way. I have been here twice in my life, and both of those trips were 2 days. 4 total. So, it's amazing I remember as much as I do. So there's Union Station. Looks like you can't see the Ferris wheel. But there is a Ferris wheel. It's an old railroad station. The tracks came out this way, which are still trains and stuff. They just don't use this. It's a bunch of attractions. There's an aquarium. And then at the end here, the actual hotel. That's where we stayed. It's cool too. They do a light show every night, and the light show was Beatles, like Beatles music and like a bunch of cool stuff, like a light show on the ceiling and everything. Really cool. 10 out of 10. Highly recommend, especially if you like the Beatles. Where else did I go that was notable? Oh, well, hold on. Let me turn this way. There's 2 more things, and then I'm going to try to land this at the St. Louis airport. Turn this thing around. Oh, no! Got a hold of the wind there. Yee. So, Union Station, we went to a blues oh, there's a restaurant downtown. I think that building? Right where my left wing tip is. That might be it. Could be wrong. There's Enterprise. So we left our hotel. We walked down the sidewalk. And right in there, we got to see the St. Louis Blues beat the Chicago Blackhawks. Woohoo. If you're watching this right now, the Blues lost their game against Winnipeg. Sorry. That sucks. So as of filming, this is the first day of the playoffs, so. They don't have the soccer field. So where my left wing is, tail now, that is O'Malley's. It's a pub. And then right where it is now, there's a big soccer field. Football field for the Euro boys. Yeah, this is Microsoft Flight Sim 2020, so I didn't realize it was that new, though. Pretty cool. Yeah, lots of pretty parks and stuff, but what is the name of the park? The main park with the zoo. Oh my gosh, I cannot think of its name. You get on I think this is 44. I remember driving by this arena. It's either 64 or 44. Oh, maybe that one on the right's 44. No, I didn't drive. No, I didn't drive that. I drove this. Are we in the university section yet? There's a whole, like, part of the town that's, like, university stuff. And that's around where the zoo... No, I need more altitude. I could tell a park, I'm sure. I don't think I drove this far out. Oh, there's an ice cream place that's from St. Louis and only in St. Louis. If anyone's been there or any locals, Ted Drew's. It's on Route 66, or what was formerly Route 66. I need to pull up a GPS to actually find it, because I have no idea where I am right now. I'm lost. I really want to see what the zoo looks like from the sky. But I don't know. No, I didn't come this way. There's a bar over here in this area of the city. Northern St. Louis, I guess you could say. And it's where, it's like Blue Moon, or I think is what it's called or something. It's where Chuck Berry played. Lived out the rest of his days, pretty much. I think he played every Friday or something. There's a statue of him. Gosh, I love Chuck Berry. Alright. Speaking of, why didn't they do a Chuck Berry thing at Union Station? Why was it Beatles? I love the Beatles, but I'm like, makes more sense to do a local artist, don't you think? I have no idea what the zoo is. The airport is in the direction I'm facing, I'm pretty sure. You would think it'd be easy to see because the zoo, the park with the zoo in it has 2 golf courses. So you would think it would stand out like a sore thumb. That can't be it. Oh no! Pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up, pull up. Just about died. Wasn't paying attention. I don't think I went this far north. Surely the zoo's not over here. However, I do see what looks like a golf course. Now that I'm getting closer, it does not look like a golf course. What is that? Oh, it's a bunch of little baseball diamonds. It's a little park. Is that what it is? It's really nice with that pond there. Dang, I like that. Very nice. Alright. I'm giving up my search for the zoo because I don't feel like Googling it and trying to keep this thing afloat. So we are just going to end our little tour here, and this video is already probably getting longer than I want it to be. I do see the airport. I don't have flaps. Not 100% sure if this even has a parking brake. Most certainly doesn't have a reverser. We might roll for a while. Probably should have looked up the airport map before doing this. This was kind of a spur of the moment thing though. I just wanted to do the other thing, which by the way, if for some reason you skipped ahead in this video, I landed a 747 at a small airport. Like, an airport that doesn't even accommodate jets of any kind that I know of. They might as well just give me my pilot's license at this point. We are going to do... Should I pull a Harrison Ford and land on the taxiway? Or better yet, should I pull a Delta and land upside down? I feel like that one's a little more recent. No one died, though, so I can talk about that. That's a fine accident to talk about and make fun of. Same with Harrison Ford. He's fine. That could have ended badly. Well, for him, and maybe one other pilot. It's not like it was an airliner flipping upside down. That was bad. I don't know why the heck I'm climbing when I need to be going down. I like when I just let go of the yoke, it just completely just wants to nosedive. I'm gonna switch over to this runway. Yeah, this one looks smaller. I'll just use this one. I don't know. We'll just see what happens. We'll just land this stupid thing and be done with it. I just set my trim. It's actually staying somewhat level now, even though my V speed is still... There's no way he did a transatlantic flight in this. I would be bored to death on an actual, like a 747 or something. Just sitting there watching a million movies. Now, ladies and gentlemen, if it was the Concorde, that sucker would only take 3 hours. Flying it. Mach 2. I wish the DLC for it didn't cost so much. I really, really, really want to fly the Concorde in this game. That is... Oh, the Concorde is so cool. Kill the engines. My altitude is way too high for this glide. Oh, is it? This doesn't seem terrible. I'm going to use my trim and use that as sort of a... Should we do this in first person? Wow, we can see so much. You gotta stick your head out the window. Yeah, I ain't doing that. We're just gonna land this sucker just like this. We're still 1,000 feet in the air. Doesn't feel like it. Add a little more trim. I missed the touchdown marks. Oh, buttery smooth. Let's see it. Ah, not smooth. I bounced a little. Up! Well, I killed the plane. So it was a good landing, other than the fact that I left the parking brake on a little too long. Yep. Well, with that, that's it. Thank you all for watching. I landed a 747 at KIMS. Get on my level. With no reverse thrusters either. I can't help it. I'm that good. Alright. Way better in my last attempt. I'm out. See ya.